Hello everyone, my name is Svetlana and I'm reservation manager in Russian DMC Auto Travel. We have just arrived in Irkutsk, a beautiful city in eastern Siberia and the main starting point to the lake Baikal.
Ahead, we have 3 incredible days of excursions to the most amazing places of the area. And we are happy to share it with you. We will follow the traditional itinerary of tour to Baikal Lake with all must visits and show you everything.
The first stop of our journey is Taltsy, a very special place. It's a unique open-air museum. It preserves monuments of wooden Russian architecture. Once you step in, you will completely forget about your modern life.
Until the middle of 20th century, both Russian and Siberian native tribes practiced wooden architecture. Irkutsk managed to preserve this heritage here, at Taltsy. The fascinating 17th century fortress towers and authentic huts invite you to explore the history of the region firsthand. Don't pass up the chance to get inside one of these fancy homes and see the authentic way of Siberian living with your own eyes. If you want to immerse yourself even more deeply into the original ethnic culture, you can attend the traditional craft workshops and unforgettable performances at the museum.
Baikal is famous for its beautiful nature, but there is something else that makes the unique image of the place complete. I'm talking about indigenous people. So today we are going to discover the authentic culture of these people called Buryat in ethnopark called Golden Horde.
Over the course of centuries, the Buryat people have lived around the Great Lake, cherishing their own authentic culture. And this park preserves the ethnic group's way of life.
This is yurt, a traditional house of Buryat people. It has a perfect construction for nomadic way of life. It protects from strong winds, it can be easily transformed and it's seismically safe. Let's have a look at it from inside.
colorful national dresses, live ethno music and dance, tantalizing traditional cuisine, and authentic Buryat homes. The park has everything to send you back in time when people lived in perfect harmony with nature.
The city of Irkutsk developed most rapidly during the Soviet era, and this is when the first trams took it to the streets. The good news is some of the trams of the time are still available for the ride, and I'm taking advantage of that.
A sustainable cutting-edge public transport, these trams became insanely popular with citizens. Look at this vintage interior. It makes you feel like a time traveler. And these windows provide unbound city views, making a tram ride a good and unusual way to explore the city. Now we are arriving at the Decembrist Museum. Let's go learn about the history of Nobel Uprising. In addition to the unique collection, the museum frequently hosts chamber concerts of classical music. And we happen to be at one. In the 19th century, Decembrists undertook a dramatic anti-Tsarist uprising in Petersburg, which was violently suppressed by the authorities. Many protesters were killed or executed later, while others were sent to Siberia. Look! They even conduct champagne degustation as part of the evening.
Good morning! Today is the second day of our journey in Baikal Lake, and we are very excited to be here. Just look around! It's the most beautiful, purest and deepest lake of the world. So we have great plans for today. We will take a ride on Khibus on transparent ice. We will participate on a meeting ceremony, and we will visit many places of power. Have seen hundreds of beautiful photos of Baikal. Do you know where most of them were taken from? It's here, at Peschanaya Bay called Baikal Riviera.
And I must say this nickname is totally justified. Just look at these fascinating ancient rocks rising high above the water. And these fancy old trees with their own roots exposed like octopus tentacles. You can easily imagine mighty mammoths walking off the shore.
Ого. Будем прыгать, держись крепко. Будем перепрыгивать через трещины.
Good morning. The third day has just begun, and today we are on Olkhon Island, the biggest on Baikal.
Baikal have 27 islands, of which Olkhon is the largest. Its unique nature features an impressive landscape diversity including steppes, woods, swamps, dramatic cliffs, dunes, and sand beaches. The island is inhabited, but in most parts it's pure Nordic wilderness.
Our day will be full of activities, and today we will visit Khoboy Cape.
An interesting fact: Olkhon's shape is similar to that of the lake itself. We have visited the island's most prominent spot, Shemanka Cliff, also known as Burhan. This impressive two-headed rock is considered to be a key element completing the image of Baikal, both in the visual and spiritual sense.
So our first extreme activity for today, riding on buggy. Wish me good luck! Hey! Woo!
Our next stop is Khoboy Cliff, one of the most powerful places on Olkhon Island. According to a Buryat legend, gods presented the first shaman with the gift of spiritual power at Khoboy. Since then, it's been a tradition for shamans to conduct their mysterious rituals here. The science attracts all sorts of occult enthusiasts, looking at this mighty, breathtakingly beautiful nature. I'm not surprised at all that people of the past believe that gods love Khoboy. This astonishing nature can make everyone hungry. And eating at the campfire is probably the best part of exploring the wild, especially here at Baikal. In the winter, you can even have a picnic of the frozen surface of the world's clearest lake.
Welcome to the Ogoy Island, another place of power on Baikal. Behind me, you can see the main landmark, Buddhist stupa of enlightenment.
Another prominent site at Baikal is Ogoy Island. Unlike Olkhon, it's not inhabited. Only pure nature that soothes your earthly worries and encourages you to enter the spiritual dimension. In 2005, this feature suggested the foundation of the Buddhist stupa of enlightenment.
I would like to share you with this amazing, breathtaking view. Take a look! These bubbles!
Once you have visited Baikal, you will never forget the time spent here. A wonder of nature, a gem of Siberia, a retreat of 10 gods, a spiritual place of power. You will see that all of these descriptions are absolutely true. Baikal would not only live in thousands of shots you are going to take, it will stay in your heart forever. You will want to see the Great Siberian Lake again, in another time of year, because its face changes dramatically with seasons. One thing is certain, Baikal is 100% worth seeing at least once. Goodbye, Your Majesty Tsar Lake. We are going to miss you.